movement is not restricted to our physical people around us. This is really a worldwide movement, and that's really exciting for us.
So whether your intention for joining this juice fast is to cleanse your bodies, detoxify, give your immunity a boost, or it is to get more mental clarity, or to really experience spiritual clarity, whatever your intention is, we hope that during this juice fast you truly achieve whatever you have in mind. And during these 3 days, Harsh and I will both be here for you, to guide you, to support you, and to inspire you. We asked some of you to send us a video introducing yourselves. We'd like to show to all of you who are these people who are fasting with you. You know, when we're fasting in our homes and watching a webinar, it's sometimes hard to imagine who are these people. But when you watch them, when you hear them, maybe it gets more tangible. So let's watch a video of a community ready to fast.
Hello everyone, this is Vasant. I'm from Chennai.
I'm Rishi Tiwari from Hubli, Karnataka.
My name is Neha Sharma. I'm from Mohali, Punjab.
मेरा नाम है आशीष भीमसरिया, मैं मुंबई शहर में रहता हूँ.
Hi guys, I'm Hema from Melbourne, Australia.
Hello everyone, I'm Kulisa. I live in Italy.
This is Vandana. I'm all the way from Dubai.
My name is Pradakshana. I live in Berlin.
This is my first juice detox.
I'm joining this juice fasting movement first time.
This is my first juice fast.
This is my first time I'm doing this juice fast in my whole life.
My inspiration to join juice fasting is basically to get detox and of course improve my health and have a better clarity of mind.
I wanted to undergo a physical mental transformation, and based on all the great feedback that I saw from people who had already attended this juice fast, I thought I should also enroll myself.
I want to do this juice fast because one of my relatives did it last time and he has highly recommended it. So I want to detoxify my body and want to get healthier.
I want to cleanse my body and reduce some extra pound and also give some rest to my system.
This is mainly to do detoxification and to kickstart my metabolism, which is slowed down.
I'm just curious like how does this affect my body? I've never done anything like this before.
What inspired me is the self-healing process and the detoxification of the body.
I wanted to do this because I want to cleanse my body. I want to deep cleanse my body.
Last time I had great experience with the juice fast. Looking forward for the juice fast with all of you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to experience this unique thing because I have never done something like this.
So excited and looking forward to start the fast with you all. I look forward to doing this fast with all of you.
All the best to all the participants.
Look forward to have a phenomenal time with all of you in the next 3 days. Hello everyone, this is...
So hope you got a little glimpse of who is fasting with you for these 3 days. Now that we
were really excited seeing all your videos on Facebook. When we found out people are joining us from all around the world and different cities in India, it got us really excited.
So now that we know a little bit about each other and we know a little bit about the community, we would like to introduce ourselves to you and why we are doing this 3-day juice fast, what inspired us in the first place. So my journey started almost 4 years ago. I was suffering from a lot of health problems from a very young age. I had thyroid, I had PCOD, I had lots of hair fall. At only the age of 14, I had all these health problems. And how people take food for breakfast, I used to take medicines for breakfast. So I actually used to take 7 different tablets every single day, hoping that these tablets will one day cure my thyroid, cure my PCOD and all these diseases. And I realized that the more medicine I'm taking, the more the disease is actually suppressing inside. It's not curing the disease. Medicines I had been taking since so many years, but they were not doing anything. Then one day we got to know that actually there is Mother Nature herself can cure us. If we simply start following her laws and we start eating what she has given to us, start living the way she has designed for us, she will automatically completely heal us from inside. So my father inspired me to go with him for a 4-day residential workshop which was called Be Your Own Doctor. That was the first time I met my master, and under his guidance I learned how we can reverse all of these health problems without any medicines. So under the guidance of my master, we started detoxifying our body, started eating lots of raw food, started fasting, started cleansing the system. And after we came back home, we knew that if we want to get rid of these health problems, we want to get rid of thyroid and diabetes and all these health problems that we had been carrying in our bodies since so many years, then we have to really cure them from the root. Medicines will only give temporary relief. So we started following every single thing that we learned from our master. We started doing fasting and detoxifying our bodies. And after 3 months, when I went to get my blood tests done, I was absolutely astonished to see my reports. My thyroid, my TSH levels had come completely normal. My PCOD was completely gone out of my body. Hair fall had completely stopped. I had lost a lot of weight in the process. My body was in absolute balance. My energy levels drastically improved. It was like this one instance had completely flipped my life upside down. I realized that Mother Nature has so much power. We simply have to give her a chance to heal us. When we keep eating all the time, when we eat the wrong foods, Mother Nature can't do her work. She gets engaged in activities she's not supposed to. So all we need to do is give her a chance, give her a break, give digestion a break, and she will automatically heal us. So after this workshop, I wanted to learn more and more about natural healing. So there were many institutes around the world. Hippocrates Health Institute, which is the world's most prestigious cancer healing institute. Over here at this institute, they teach how to reverse even diseases like cancer by fasting, by detoxing. And under the guidance of teachers over there, I learned how powerful a tool fasting is to get rid of even diseases like cancer. And then I went to another institute called Matthew Tenney Culinary Institute, where I learned how to make delicious raw foods that again are very healing for the body. So after combining all of this that I learned from many different masters, many different gurus, we formed something called Sattvic Movement, because we felt that God has given us this knowledge and we should not keep it to ourselves now. You know, this knowledge had benefited us and our family so much. Not a single medicine has come into our house since the past 4 years. Not one single medicine. Every disease is gone. We know how to cure everything naturally. We live a very healthy life, which was completely the opposite 4 years ago. We thought this is such a divine, powerful science, and we thought that we should not keep it to ourselves now. It would almost be selfish to keep it to ourselves. And we thought that now that God has blessed us with this science, how can we share this knowledge with more and more people so that they can all take the benefit like we did. So we formed Sattvic Movement, which is a health education platform sharing the knowledge of our Vedas to help humanity live a healthy life in sync with Mother Nature and get rid of all diseases without any medicines, just by living a life in sync with the natural laws. So that is a little bit about our journey, about my journey. After that, we started making videos, we started doing workshops, and yeah, we started spreading this knowledge through books, and we realized slowly and slowly whoever is implementing this knowledge is getting so much benefit. They're able to reverse big diseases just in a span of 3 to 4 months. During this journey, I met Harsh, and we recently got married. Harsh was running a health institute in Bombay by the name of Vedri, and he was helping people get rid of health problems through, again, natural means. So Harsh will tell you a little more about his journey.
So, very similar to Sabah, I was suffering from a lot of health problems as a child, and I almost thought that this is something which is going to be with me for my life. I would talk to God and I would ask Him, God, why did you choose me to have these health problems? What did I do wrong? But somehow I felt this is how life is going to be. Because I had tried meeting many doctors, trying different medications, and they all did work, but only for a very short time. And now I learned that they weren't really working. It was just suppressing the problem deeper inside. So, just to introduce myself in terms of what led me here, I was always a sick child with a lot of cold and sinus problems. And now we see young children around us who are experiencing similar issues. So I would always take antibiotics every time I got a fever on a monthly basis, and that would just make me more and more dependent on these medicines. Soon I had a skin problem for which I would have eczema and psoriasis on my scalp and different parts of my body. So it started influencing and affecting my social life. But just like earlier, I would rely on medicines and I would try and find even better doctors who can give me even more expensive medicines, thinking that something is more unique or more expensive, it's probably going to be even better. But it was until 10 years later that I realized, why is it that I'm taking all this medicine but I'm not getting better? Why is it that the problem is actually not going? And I realized that it were my food habits, my choices in life, that decided whether or not tomorrow I should have that skin problem or not. In fact, I would like to share, there were people through the journey when I was taking those medicines who would tell me, Harsh, शायद आपको दूध नहीं पीना चाहिए, maybe milk is not suiting you, or are you sure you should eat that? And I would laugh at them. I would feel like, what? खाना पीने से क्या connection है? देखो यहाँ पे skin में problem हो रहा है. How is my food intake connected to this? I was so oblivious, or I was so arrogant. I believed in the medicine so much that I was almost brainwashed. And when I started to realize that changing my food habits, and simple changes, nothing complicated, we don't need fancy charts, just following simple laws, one by one all my problems went away. And then I realized, wow, this is how life is supposed to be. I learned how to breathe, how to, before that, maybe for 15 years I was just barely breathing because my nose was always blocked. So this led me to start Vedri, which is a health institute, like Subha said, based out of Bombay, where we are imparting the knowledge of Mother Nature. Because when I experienced that shift in myself, I feel like I felt like I wanted to dedicate my life towards sharing that feeling of happiness when we truly are healthy. And not healthy as in how our blood reports show us. Healthy as in how we feel from inside. Do we feel happy or not? So through the course of Vedri, I met Subha, and then we really liked each other and we wanted to share and continue to spread this knowledge together. So here we are hosting online workshops together and want to continue to spread what we have been blessed with, not only through knowledge but through our experience. So we know it firsthand, and we want all of you to experience one small tiny part of it over the next 3 days. And when we realize what connection with Mother Nature feels like, you won't need us to motivate you. You will be motivating others. So we have been exactly in your spot, attending someone else's workshop someday, doubting everything that the person is saying, because it doesn't make sense. It's too simple. Just drink juices. Tell me some fancy recipe. Tell me what I need to do. We've been in your spot, so we know exactly how it feels like. But we hope you can take away a little bit and experience what Mother Nature can do for us. It's powerful.
So going ahead, we'll also like to introduce all of you to Sattvic Movement. Sattvic Movement is a non-profit health education platform formed with an aim to bring man closer to Mother Nature. The only purpose of this organization is to provide holistic knowledge about health that is coming from our Vedas and scriptures. Let's come together and save the planet from ever-increasing diseases. Let's create a health movement. We call it Sattvic Movement. This photo is from one of our previous workshops. Before this lockdown, we used to host lots of physical workshops, and this is one from September last year. And ever since the lockdown has started, we wanted to make the best use of this lockdown. We started conducting these juice fasts. So as we said that till now we've done 3 juice fasts. This is the 4th one, and this is also the biggest juice fast up till now. We truly feel so grateful for all of your support, for making this come true, for taking out these days for your health.
So you've done the hard work. You've come till here. Now we will together help each other make sure we complete this juice fast. In order to receive all the benefits and power and realize what Mother Nature has to share with us, we need you to be with us for the next 3 days.
So we'd like to share with you the schedule of exactly what the day will look like. In the morning, before you join the first session at 9 o'clock, we recommend you join the first session after having your juice. So you can have your ashgard juice or your coconut water. If you don't have ashgard or coconut water, don't worry. Have the juice of any vegetable you have. You have cucumber, juice cucumber. You have any vegetable. You have
Lauki.
you juice lauki. Spinach, you juice spinach. Anything you have does not matter. But we'll discuss some rules of juice fasting later. For now, just come for the 10 a.m. session after having your first juice.
In the 10 a.m. session, we will be sharing little knowledge about juice fasting and what are the benefits and how juice fasting works inside us. Following that, there will be a break of 1 hour from 11:30 to 12:30, during which you will have your second juice. We have recommended the apple beetroot carrot juice. This is a delicious juice for those who have tried it, and it looks really colorful as well.
So we'll have one session starting at 10 a.m. which will be a morning session, and another one starting at 12:30 which will be another 1.5 hour session. So in total we'll have 3 hours of sessions in the morning plus afternoon. Then we'll go for another break. In the evening we'll meet again at 6 o'clock for our evening session, which will be only 1 hour. So this schedule is also been emailed to all of you. If you haven't checked, please type Sattvic Movement on your inbox and you must have received an introduction manual which contains this exact schedule.
This will be the same schedule we will be following for all 3 days. So please make sure you're coming live 10 minutes before each session starts.
Okay. We'll discuss some ways you can make the best of this juice fast. First is to come online from your laptop or computer instead of your mobile phone. We recommend that for highest absorption, you use your laptop or computer instead of mobile. It will help you absorb the knowledge much better. Second, you take lots of notes during the session. If you aren't already, we recommend you get a notepad and a pen and take lots of notes, because if you don't take notes, you will forget these things after 5 days.
Obviously, the idea is to have lots of fun and gain lots of health benefits but we will also be learning a lot. So to ensure that our learnings stay with us, we must make notes of them. So please make sure you have pen and paper or writing material next to you. If not, now is a good time to run and go and get it.
Third, please always be on time. If the session is starting at 10 o'clock, we request you all to be sitting in your seats ready at least 9:55, 5 minutes early. This just ensures that we don't delay the sessions, and honestly we feel that unless all of you are here, we feel a little incomplete. So for the community, please be on time for all the sessions. Fourth, don't miss any sessions. Every single session, morning, afternoon and evening, all 3 sessions on all 3 days are very important. Please don't miss any session. Fifth, if the internet goes off, don't panic, or if there is any confusion, like today morning what happened, those kinds of things can happen again. These technical glitches are not in our hands, but if it happens, please don't worry at all. We will try to fix the issue as soon as possible. All you have to do is refresh the Juice On page and click on Go Live.
www.juiceon.org. That's the link you need.
The last is, please don't share this link with anyone. So maybe you may feel enticed to share the Go Live button or the Juice On page with your friends and family, but we really don't recommend you do that, because if they're joining halfway, or if they are not receiving full information, full knowledge, and if they do something wrong in the Juice Fast, it actually can be quite harmful for them. So it's very important that if someone is joining the Juice Fast, they join the live sessions and they stay from beginning to end, because there's very important points that we have to discuss, and if you don't hear those out properly, it can actually lead to some confusion, or it may not be the right way to do the Juice Fast.
Just like any powerful tool, it can be very helpful, and if not used properly, it can be detrimental. So please make sure you're following all the rules, and if you have friends or family joining you, please ensure that they follow all the rules. It becomes your responsibility.
So now we would like to introduce all of you to the Juice On page. Just give us a minute.
So this is a very important page which all of you will need to access over the next 3 days.
Are you able to see this page? Okay, so this is the page that we will use for the next 3 days. It's a very important page. The website is simply juiceon.org. juiceon.org. If you just type that in the address bar of your browser, you will come to this page. I would like to introduce you and explain to you how this page works. When you click the Go Live button, you can either click this or this. They will both lead you to our live session. If the live session is not it's not live yet, then it will give you a prompt that it will tell you the time when the next live session will start. Then the second is the FAQ button. If you click on this, you will land at our FAQ page. So lots and lots of you are asking questions in the chat box. Can I do this? Can I do that during the Juice Fast? And it is impossible for us to answer all your questions, and thus we have created this FAQ page with over 200 questions and answers that people have commonly asked in the past 3 Juice Fasts. So you don't have to go through every single question and answer. All you need to do is you need to come up here in the address in the search bar and type your question. Let's say I have a question that, can I exercise during the Juice Fast? So I'll simply write, can I exercise exercise during the juice fast, and I find my question. Maybe the question is not it doesn't have the same words as my question, but if it's the same as what you're asking, you'll simply click on that and you'll get your answer. Maybe even after searching for your question, you don't get exactly what you want to hear or what you're asking. So then you click on the Contact Us button and you type your topic, any details about your question, your name, and you send us a message. And we will try to reply to you as soon as possible. But almost all your questions have been answered here. If you're not finding your question with certain keywords, maybe try searching for it in a different way, in different words. But everything that you're asking on chat has been most likely answered here. Let's go back to the home page. If you haven't already joined our Facebook group, please do so. It will lead you to this page. This is the Juice On community page. This is the page we'll be using for all our sharing our videos and sharing our photos. This is a very, very important page. So please go through this. Then comes the documentary links page. We will be sharing with all of you some very interesting documentaries to watch each day. It will come later in the session. This is the replay links for those of you who are joining from outside India and cannot join us for the live sessions. You can click on this and you'll get the replay links. This is the medical emergency button. If you are facing any emergency, if you're feeling that you need our assistance in anything and it's extremely urgent, then please click on this and we will respond to you as soon as possible within 60 minutes. We will be available on this button from 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. Our team and our doctors will be here to support you. But please click on this button only if you're facing a serious urgent medical issue. Alright. Is this page clear to everyone?
We hope that gives you some clarity as to how we've designed the page and to navigate around the different buttons.
We don't have any WhatsApp group this time. We will only be using a Facebook group. So there is no WhatsApp group. Nobody has been added to any WhatsApp group, just to clarify. We'll be using Facebook for everything.
We have over 2,500 people fasting with us, and with our WhatsApp policy of 250 members per group, that would mean 10 groups, which is almost impossible for us to manage. So our Facebook group, the community group, is our go-to place.
Okay, so now that we know about the Juice On page, it will be a friend for these 3 days. juiceon.org. Please remember, everyone. Let's move ahead to 6 rules about juice fasting.
So these are all very, very simple rules. Please pay full attention because you will need to remember these rules for the next 6 days. We are allowed to consume nothing but juices. It's a juice fast. So fresh juices or coconut water or plain water. So these are the 3 things we are allowed to consume over the next 3 days. What are we not allowed to consume? Smoothies, fruits, soups, tea or coffee. So smoothies and fruits are delicious. So many of you may really enjoy soups. However, through these 3 days, please don't have any of these. It will come in the way of our fast and will take away from the benefits of fasting. And the 2 we have on the bottom, tea and coffee, are absolute no-nos, not only during this juice fast, even when following the Sattvic lifestyle. So we will talk about that later, but for now please remember these are the 5 things which you cannot consume. Only fresh juices, coconut water and plain water.
The reason we don't consume smoothies or soups in this juice fast is because we don't want any fiber going in our body. If we have any fiber going in our body, then the body will not be able to cleanse as efficiently as it would be with only juices. The second rule of the juice fast is don't add condiments to your juice.
So there are certain flavoring agents we can use. These have to be very, very fresh. So we have lemon juice, ginger, mint and coriander. These are 4 things we can add to our juice to enhance the taste of it. I personally really like mint and coriander in my juices. What we are not allowed to add in our juice: salt, black pepper, jaggery, chaat masala or ice. Many of us are very used to adding such ingredients in our juice. They absolutely take away from the health value of the juice. In fact, it takes away, there will be no health value left in our juice even if we add a pinch of salt to it. So, namak, gol mirch, gud, chaat masala, baraf, please avoid it in your juice at any given time. For these 3 days, we are only allowed 4 things.
The third rule is always sieve your juices before consuming them. This is something new to all of us, but after you take out your juice, please strain it. Either you can use a nut milk bag or a muslin cloth or a thin white cotton cloth to strain it, but basically you don't want any fiber in your juice. You want to strain your juice and take out all the fiber. When you're not juice fasting, fiber is excellent, but when you're juice fasting, you don't want fiber in your body. So you can use a chhanni, you can use a strainer, you can use a cloth, you can use a nut milk bag, whatever you have available, use that and strain your juice.
Rule number 4. Have juices fresh. What does that mean? Consume them within 15 minutes of taking it out. How often do we take out our juices and leave them on the counter and we see that the water and the juice start separating? We don't want that to happen. So please take out your juices fresh and consume them. We don't want to be taking our juices in the morning and having them the whole day. Whenever the juice is allowed to come in contact with air, it starts oxidizing and losing its nutrient value minute by minute. So the sooner we have our juice from the time of taking it out, the better.
The next rule, eat your juice.
This is very, very important and not something which we are taught. So just imagine for a minute how many vegetables go into that 1 glass of juice. It may look like something what we have shown right now. So the simple rule is, if you were to eat these many vegetables, how much time would it take you? 10-15 minutes at least if you chew it properly. That's how long it should take you to drink the juice of these many vegetables. So when you're taking out your juice, make note of how many vegetables you're putting in for 1 glass. And just think to yourself, how long will it take me to eat this? If we drink it fast, then our body will have a difficult time digesting it. It's the opposite effect of what we are trying to create with the juice. So we will show you how to eat your juice and not drink your juice. It's very, very simple. Take a sip and swish it around from one side to the other and what we say kulla, do kulla with it. Or just have fun with it, keep it in your mouth. What happens when we do that? The body, the mouth and the glands in our mouth produce saliva and that mixes with the juice and that's what allows the body to digest that juice. So please don't drink 2-3 sips at the same time. 1 sip at one time and allow the digestive enzymes to be secreted in the mouth, which is called saliva.
So you take your juice and you squish it in your mouth for 2 minutes.
For each sip. So this is a habit we have to create. It looks really funny, but it's a lot of fun.
The last rule, no fruit juice. So no juices of only apple, only orange, only pomegranate. Fruit juices are not recommended during a fast because it puts a lot of pressure on your pancreas. Our pancreas is responsible organ in our body to process all that sugar coming in. Even if it's natural sugar, it's too difficult for your pancreas to process all that in a short time. So if you're drinking a glass full of fresh orange juice, there will be consequences. It is not recommended at all. You can add little bit of apple or a little bit of pear to your juice, to your green juice, just to make it more appetizing. If you want to do the next level of juice fasting, the most advanced level of juice fasting, skip the fruit altogether. Don't even add it in your green juice. But right now, if it's your first time, if you want to take it slow and more gradual, you can add little bit of fruit, maybe half an apple in your juice. If you're adding 2 apples to your green juice, it's not a green juice, it's an apple juice. So as little fruit as possible, if possible no fruit. For people with diabetes, if you're fasting with us, please avoid fruit altogether. Only fresh vegetable juices.
And even avoid coconut water when you're suffering from diabetes. So vegetable juices are our best friends for the next 3 days.
So we'll quickly summarize the 6 rules. First rule is nothing but juices. You can have vegetable juices, you can have coconut water, you can have regular water, but no shakes, no smoothies, no fruits, no soups, no herbal tea, no normal tea, no coffee. Second rule is you can only add lemon, ginger, mint and coriander to your juices. No chaat masala, no namak, no ice. Third rule is drink your juice within 15 minutes, don't keep it for too long. Fourth rule is eat your juice, chew your juice, don't gulp your juice. And the last rule is no fruit juice, no pure fruit juice. You can add a little bit of fruit to your green juice, but no drinking a glass full of pure orange, apple, pear, pomegranate, any fruit juice.
Some of you may be wondering, it's so hot outside, why aren't we allowing you to add any ice? So here's a quick suggestion which our digestive system teaches us. When we consume anything which is too hot or too cold, it finds it very difficult to digest. So our main objective for the 3 days of fasting is to give our body least energy towards digestion. So when we are drinking a juice which is cold, then we're actually making it harder for the body to digest. It's defeating the purpose of fasting altogether. So please ensure our juices are at room temperature or maybe slightly cold, but definitely not ice cold.
Maybe some of you are wondering what are the different ways we can take out the juice. There are 3 ways. Number 1 is the juicer method. You can use any juicer you have. There is no right and wrong if you're fasting for the first time. Of course, slow juicers are better. Slow juicers are better than the normal fast juicers. They retain more nutrition in your juice. The second method is the blender method. So if you don't have a juicer, you can simply put your vegetables in a mixie, in a grinder, in a blender, blend it and then strain it like this. The third method is the grating method. If you don't have a juicer, if you don't have a blender, don't worry, you can still fast as long as you have a grater. So all you need to do is kaddukas, grate your vegetables and then strain them through a cloth like this. Any of these 3 methods you follow, make sure that you always sieve your juice before drinking it. Even if you're juicing it, even if you're not using a blender, even then you should always strain your juice.
So here's a quick tip to enjoy your juice fast. Take out the juices yourself. Many of us maybe are used to asking someone else to take out our juices, but somewhere we don't connect with the vegetables then. So please try out these methods and have fun with your juice, and we really recommend get your hands dirty with the vegetables.
We'll also go through the ideal day now of juice fasting. We are recommending 5 juices in a day. If you feel you need to drink more juices, you are most welcome to. If you feel you don't even need 5, you can do with less, you are most welcome to. This is just our suggestion, drinking 5 juices. The first juice at 9 AM, you can have coconut water or ashgard juice. 11:30, you can have your ABC juice, which is simply, as the recipe says, apple, beetroot, carrot juice. Half an apple, 1 beetroot, 2 to 3 carrots. And you can add some lemon ginger for flavor. At 2 PM, you have your green juice. You can make green juice with anything you have at home. Our favorite recipe for making green juice is cucumber, spinach, apple, mint, lemon and ginger. But if you have your own green juice recipe, absolutely feel free to try it. At 5:30 in the evening, you can repeat any of these juices, ashgard juice, coconut water or green juice. At 7 o'clock, you can again repeat ashgard juice, coconut water, or green juice. But green juice will be your most important juice. ABC juice, we recommend limiting it to 1 ABC juice per day. And yeah.
Many of you aren't able to find Ashgard. There is absolutely no problem. Please don't feel like you will get something less out of this fast. You can replace it with coconut water, with lauki, with cucumber, or any green vegetable which is available in your country or in your city locally. And many of you who have Ashgard often think it doesn't taste very nice. That means you're doing something wrong. Either you're juicing the peels, or you're not removing the seeds. So if you remove the seeds and you peel off the chilka, there should not, Ashgard juice by itself doesn't really have a flavor.
So maybe you're from outside India and you don't have most of these. You can use celery. Celery is something that's widely available and it's a great vegetable to juice. Celery, apple, lemon and ginger.
So within the rules that we have set, please feel free to experiment and make your own recipes. Enjoy this 3 days. It's not about doing some strict discipline and being tough on yourself. If you don't enjoy it, the body won't be relaxed. So our invitation is to have fun and experiment and just follow the simple rules that we have created here.
Juice fasting is truly a beautiful journey, Sometimes we get too caught up in following every single rule and exact timings. It's good to follow all that, but also enjoy your juicing journey. Take out your juices, smell your juices before you drink them, cut your veggies, chop your veggies, create your own combinations, post your photos and videos on the group, and you'll really find yourself enjoying it, and you won't even get to know how these 3 days pass. You'll want to really take up fasting as a part of your life.
We are only sharing with you how we got here, how our journey was. And whenever we tried fasting with an intention of doing it because someone else was forcing us to do it, it was always a struggle. And that's something we learned. When we struggle to do something, we don't actually get the benefits of it. So if we don't enjoy it or if we aren't able to cherish it, it's not something to be forced upon someone.
So next, we're all going to together read out an oath. An oath promising each other, promising all the members of our juicing community that we are going to complete this fast. Maybe after leaving this session you feel like, let me just eat that little one fruit or that one roti, and you'll want to break your fast. But please remember this oath at that moment and remember that we are together in this. So wherever you are sitting in the world right now, we'd like you to speak this oath out loud. Not in your heads, not in your minds. Speak it out loud. That will make all the difference.
So please read it first. We're just putting it up on the screen. Please read it in your mind first. And close your eyes and ask yourself if you believe in it. Is it something you truly promise? And if this is coming from inside and you genuinely are in it, only then you say it out loud with us. This is not something we want to force you to say, but this is something which helps us stay committed to a cause.
Are you all ready to speak out the oath? Is everyone ready to take the oath?
All right. So here goes. 3, 2, 1. I take an oath that I will be true to the guidelines of the fast and not consume any solid food for the next 3 days. This is my promise to my brothers and sisters, and I will not let my family down.
If you took the oath with us, please type on the chat box.
I took the oath. it feels really, really good to take the oath. I knew I was going to do the 3-day fast, I had no doubt. But when I say it, I feel like I'm part of something much bigger than a personal fast. So I hope it feels good and resonates deep within each one of you.
Beautiful. All we ask you to do is come live for these sessions, and it's our responsibility to guide you, to help you stay inspired for these 3 days. But don't break the fast in between. If we break the fast in between, we will somewhere lose that that belief that we can do something like this. And when you complete these 3 days fast, maybe it's difficult for many of you, but when you complete this fast, you will feel like you've really achieved something. I never thought, the first time I did a 3-day juice fast, I never thought I would actually be able to be there till the 3rd day. I'd actually be able to complete it. But after completing it, what you feel, we really can't express it in words. It's a beautiful feeling. Great.
So many of you may be wondering, how does fasting work, or what's happening inside us while we do this fast? So Subha will share with all of you the science and the inner workings of our body, and you'll get a little insight as to what's going on during these 3 days. Yeah?
Okay. So, does anybody already know what happens in your body when you fast? Would you like to tell us in the chat box? Healing, yes. It cleanses the body, yes. It detoxifies the body. But how does fasting have so much power? Does anybody know how fasting, something so simple as fasting, doesn't cost anything? Everyone can do, is available to everyone. We don't need to go anywhere. Something so simple can be so powerful. Yes, all your answers are beautiful. Intestines get cleared, it detoxifies the body, it heals the body, more clarity, yes. Let's understand in detail today what exactly goes on inside the body when you begin your fast. Yeah? So, we cannot understand fasting unless we understand Pran Shakti. Unless we understand this concept of Pran Shakti. Unless we understand what is this healing power sitting inside all of us. When you break a bone, if you ever get a fracture, what happens? You go to the doctor and you say, Doctor, I've gotten a fracture. What does the doctor do? He puts a plaster on your bone. What does the plaster do? The plaster keeps your bone in one place. It's not like there is some medicine in the plaster, right? But after few months, this big broken bone automatically joins itself back together. So what is that power that joins this broken bone? It's your healing power. It's your Pran Shakti. Same way, when you get a cut on your skin, even if you don't put a band-aid on it, after 3-4 days, what will happen? This cut will automatically stitch itself back together. What is that power? What is that energy that stitches this cut back together? It's your healing power. Pran Shakti is nothing but a healing power sitting inside each one of our bodies. It is the doctor sitting inside you. Pran Shakti is the doctor sitting inside you. This healing power is not in a pill or a bottle or a vaccine or a drug or a serum. Your healing power is sitting inside your body. But we must understand how this Pran Shakti works, because fasting is all about Pran Shakti. If you want to understand fasting, you only have to understand Pran Shakti. So let's understand how Pran Shakti works. When we wake up in the morning, we get a limited amount of Pran Shakti. Every action we perform takes up a little bit of this Pran Shakti. Can you guess which action that we perform takes up the most Pran Shakti? Every action takes up Pran Shakti. Reading, writing, speaking, everything. But there is one action that takes up most Pran Shakti. Can anybody guess? Yes, digestion is one action that takes up 70% of our Pran Shakti. Now think about it. All our lives, we are constantly eating and eating. Since the past 20, 30, 40 years of your life, you have always been eating. Breakfast में खाए 2 toast bread के. We eat 2 slices of bread for breakfast. Before that gets digested, we put in 2 more chapatis for lunch. Before that gets digested, we put in some tea for a mid-meal. Before that gets digested, we put in a whole bowl of rice for dinner. So every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours in a day, our Pran Shakti is only digesting and digesting. If this Pran Shakti is only digesting, will it be able to heal? No, because Pran Shakti can only do one thing properly at a time. To understand this, let's take an example. If you have a phone and you open 10 apps in your phone at the same time, 10 very heavy apps, your camera app, your internet app, your YouTube, you open 10 very heavy apps at the same time and you're operating all of them together. What will happen? The phone's battery will die very quickly because the phone has a limited battery, has a limited reserve of power, right? Same happens inside our body. Everything we do is a different app. Digestion is one heavy app. Stress is another app. Reading is another app. Writing is another app. Speaking is another app. Walking is another app. Running is another app. Healing is also a big app. Healing the body, detoxing the body is also a big, heavy app. When these big apps are open at the same time, body cannot do anything properly. So it's important to understand that Pran Shakti can only do one thing properly at a time. It can either heal or it can digest. It can either heal or it can digest. This is very, very important to understand. When the body is digesting all the time, it cannot possibly heal. It cannot possibly detoxify. Let's take another example. Imagine that you are at your house and there is a festival coming up. And you are cleaning your house. You are cleaning the almiras, you're cleaning under the bed, you are cleaning the kitchen, you're cleaning your entire house. Because there's so much waste. in the house. Suddenly, some guests come at your house. What will you do? Will you continue your cleaning? No. What will you do? You will stop the cleaning and you will start attending, welcoming the guests. Isn't it? It's not like the guests have come to your house and you will keep cleaning your house. No, you will stop cleaning and you will attend to your guest. Same happens inside the body. Every food item is like a guest in the body. As soon as a food item comes, as soon as a food item enters, your Pran Shakti stops cleaning and it starts attending to the guest. It starts attending to your food. So cleaning never gets a chance. Your body never gets a chance to clean. So it's very, very important that after every few days, we give our body a chance to clean itself. When we fast, what happens? The Pran Shakti quits digestion and starts healing. In the healing state, it rebuilds tissue. It fades away old scars. It replaces all the old, damaged, dead cells in your skin. It dissolves the stones in your kidney and your gallbladder. It removes extra fat from your cells. It breaks any cysts, any stones in your body. It regularizes your hormones. It cleans your intestines. It removes the mucus blocking your airways. It clears the plaque in the arteries. In the fasting state, your Pran Shakti goes into the depths of every organ and pulls out the toxins lying there and pushes them out of your body through stool, urine, sweat and breath. That is the power of fasting. To understand this concept better, let's watch a short video.
Let's understand how fasting works. Think of your body as a portable mobile charger. If you plug in 3 phones at a time, none of them will charge efficiently. If you plug in just one phone, it'll charge quickly. Why? Because the charger has a limited source of power to distribute. Every morning when you wake up, you get a limited source of energy, what we call Pran Shakti in Hindi. Every activity you perform, talking, walking, thinking, consumes a little of this energy. By the evening you feel tired because all of this energy has been consumed, and when you sleep you recharge yourself. You know what percentage of energy digestion takes up? Up to 70%. When you eat something, your body's energy gets diverted into digesting it, leaving very little for other tasks. That's why you feel sleepy after eating a heavy meal full of grains. Now, your body can either heal or digest. If your body is digesting all the time, it cannot heal. When you fast, you're basically stopping energy from going into digestion and diverting it into healing. This is when it rebuilds tissue, fades away old scars, replaces old, damaged or dead cells in your skin. It dissolves stones in your kidney and gallbladder, removes extra fat from your cells, breaks cysts, fibroids, and regularizes your hormones, cleans your intestines, removes the mucus blocking your airways, and clears the plaque in your arteries. Your healing power goes into the depths of every organ and pulls out the toxins lying there and pushes them out of your body through stool, urine, sweat, and breath. Let's understand how fasting works. Think of your body as a portable mobile charger. If you plug in 3 phones at a time, none of them will charge efficiently. If you plug in just one phone, it'll charge quickly. Why? Because the charger has a limited source of power.
Okay. Were you all able to understand exactly what happens in the body when you fast? So you may be wondering, okay, I'm doing such a big sacrifice. I'm sacrificing something I love the most. I'm sacrificing food. But what are the benefits I will get from doing this? There's lots and lots of benefits of fasting. Let's understand a few of them. The first benefit of fasting, it is a deep detox for your body. As we understood, when you fast, every system in your body, digestive, circulatory, respiratory, nervous system, is put to a rest. उनको आराम मिलता है. And as soon as they are put to a rest, the body starts cleansing. So all the waste that is stuck inside the body starts to get out of the body. So when we start fasting, internal house cleansing starts. And as your fast progresses, on the second day, on the third day of the fast, even more toxins, even more waste will release out of your body. And your body will keep becoming more and more purified. You may be wondering, okay, I understand that fasting is detox, but I don't have any toxins in my body. Where do these toxins come from? If you're living a modern lifestyle, a standard Indian lifestyle, we all have toxins in our body. These toxins come from wrong food. When we eat packaged food, when we eat processed food, all the chemicals in our water, in our air, all of these things get stuck inside our body, and that is what causes disease. When we fast, these disease-causing toxins are all eliminated from our body. There's a beautiful quote by a medical doctor. He says, fasting is a great system renovator. Fasting will purify the blood and eradicate poisons from the body more effectively than 100 bottles of expurgate bitters. He's saying even more effective than 100 bottles of medicine is few days of fasting. That's how beneficial fasting is. So during a fast, any disease, any lump, any tumor, even parasites starve and die because they have no more food source. The second benefit of fasting, which many of us want, is your body reaches optimal weight. So as toxins are released from the body, your body automatically starts losing weight if you are overweight. Fasting is actually the safest and the best way to lose weight. It is much better way to lose weight than by heavy exercising. And generally, the more the toxins inside, the more weight you will lose during a fast. Now you may be wondering, I don't want to lose any weight. I'm already underweight. I don't want to lose any more weight. What about me? Fasting is also wonderful for underweight people. If you're underweight or if you don't want to lose weight, does not mean that you can't fast. Fasting is actually beneficial for everyone, regardless of their weight. If you're underweight, fasting will increase your digestive, your absorption capability. So, regardless of your weight, fasting is excellent. Many people tell after 3 days of fasting, those who are extremely overweight, they lose 3 kgs of weight, 4 kgs of weight only in 3 days. So much toxins come out. Always remember, during a fast, it's not weight that you lose, it's the waste that you lose. The third benefit of fasting, it gives you clear skin. After 3 days, you'll see automatically your skin will become much better. Any spots, any fine lines will start to disappear from your face. You'll start looking much younger. Take a photo of yourself today and take a photo of yourself again after 3 days. You will notice a difference. When toxins start to come out of the body, skin automatically starts to shine. you'll have clear, sparkling eyes. Another great benefit that you can see in only 3 days of fasting, maybe right now our eyes are not so bright. After 3 days of fasting, as the body is purified from inside, your eyes will start to sparkle. The whites in your eyes will become whiter because the body is letting go of a lot of waste, of a lot of foreign matter. During a fast, you will see that your appetite will become much better after these 3 days. जिन लोग को अभी भूख नहीं लगती, उनको 3 दिन के बाद असली भूख क्या होती है महसूस होने लगेगी. Fasting is a great way to sharpen the appetite. Not only sharpen the appetite but also reset your taste buds. When we keep eating all the time, we lose the taste in natural foods, in fruits and vegetables. After these 3 days, you will see that you'll actually start loving the taste of simple fresh food, fruits and vegetables. After 3 days of juice fasting, even an apple that you eat, even a cucumber that you eat, you'll truly relish the taste of it. For the first time in your life, you'll be able to taste an apple, taste a cucumber. Because fasting allows to reset your taste buds. Greater flexibility. For those of you who practice yoga, you will see 3 days of juice fasting, you'll be able to do an asana that you may have not even been able to accomplish since the past many years. The body becomes lighter during a fast, and so the body becomes more flexible. You'll have much more energy during a fast. When I am juice fasting, many a times I get up at 4 in the morning and I'm ready to start the day. Because the energy, your Pran Shakti, does not have to digest food anymore. So it can do many other things. So many of you will feel you have so much energy in the day, you can get so much more work done. You will not feel lethargic, you will not feel lazy because there's no food weighing you down. You'll feel full of vibrancy during a fast. You'll feel abundant mental clarity during a fast. An interesting story, Pythagoras was an ancient Greek mathematician. He required his students to fast even before they came into the classroom. Otherwise, he thought that they wouldn't be smart enough to figure out what he was teaching. Can you imagine? Such a great ancient mathematician, he said, unless my students fast, they cannot enter my room. They cannot enter my classroom. Because fasting will help to clear their brain, will help to clear their mind. So you'll see that after these 3 days of fasting, your mind will become wonderfully clear. When you clear your body, when your body is clean through fasting, mind is automatically cleared. You'll feel very calm after 3 days of juice fasting. This will enable you to function at levels you never thought possible. Ideas will keep flowing in. The next benefit of fasting, greater peace of mind. As we discussed, you'll feel very calm. Fasting, when we think about fasting, we feel it will help me lose weight, it will help me have clearer skin, it will give me more energy. But the true benefit of fasting is more on your mind, on your thoughts, than it is on the body. You'll feel extremely calm, so much more peaceful after fasting. And the last benefit, greater spiritual advancement. Fasting is not just for the body and mind. Fasting actually purifies us on all 3 levels: the body, the mind, and the soul. All religions, all our scriptures whether it's Jainism or it's Buddhism or it's Christianity, all religions have only one thing in common, and that is to fast. Why is it that all religions are so different from one another, yet they all have one thing in common? Fasting. There must be something in fasting that we don't know today. It helps to clear our sins. It helps to clean our bad karmas. So today we might know fasting as something only for the body, but fasting is truly benefiting us and purifying us on all three levels. Fasting is a process of purification, of cleansing, deep cleansing. And I hope that in these 3 days you are all able to experience this cleansing. When our body, mind and our soul becomes clean, it's hard to put that feeling in words. So with this, we'd like to share with you what is your first assignment, what is your first activity for the break. So you have to send us your promise video. Send us your promise video sharing with us. Promise us that you will complete your fast and not quit midway. Put your juice ingredients in a basket and say your promise with the basket in your hand. So we want you to send us a video on the Facebook community group. If you have not joined the community group, go on juiceon.org and press the join Facebook group button. We will accept your request as soon as possible and send us a video. It can be 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It needs to be less than 1 minute. Short video with put all your juicing ingredients in a basket and say your promise out loud.
In your words. So this is not the oath. You don't have to repeat the oath. You can just share what you feel at that moment and what you want to make a promise to our community that you will stay with us fasting till the end of the fast.
We would like to share with you our videos. So we both are fasting with all of you for 3 days, and we promise to all of you that we'll fast and we'll complete it. We made 2 videos that we want to share with you.
We're just finding a way to rotate the video. It's coming as a horizontal video. Please give us 1 minute. Yeah. There we go.
So please take this video with your phone. It doesn't need to be any high-end camera. With your simple phone, please take it in good lighting. Please ensure there is no background noise. And let's show you an example. I promise to drink only fresh vegetable juices for the next 3 days. This is my promise to all my brothers and sisters, and I'll not let my family down. I promise to drink only fresh vegetable juices for the next 3 days. This is my promise to all my brothers and sisters, and I'll not let my family down.
I'm really excited for this juice fast, and I promise that I will drink only fresh juices from these beautiful vegetables for the next 3 days. I'm really excited for this juice fast, and I promise that I will drink only fresh juices from these.
So hope you understand how you have to curate these videos. Good lighting, no background noise, your ingredients in a basket or any bucket or anything that you have at home. Put all your ingredients, your ashgard, cucumbers, apples, coriander, spinach, everything in your basket, and speak out your promise to the community. Please send this to us before our next session. Our next session will begin at 12:30. We hope to receive your videos as soon as possible.
So with that, we'll come to an end of our first session. And we will see you at 12:30. So you have to go on juiceornot.org and click go live, and that's how you will get the new link for the session at 12:30. It will not be on this link.
See you soon. Have a
Hello.
lovely juicing experience. Hare Krishna.
Radhe